Today we're going to make a couple apps, or we're going to make the same app in 3 different tools, or the same prompt in 3 different tools. So I'm going to try with Firebase, using ChatGPT. I'm going to try with Firebase. I'm going to try with tempo.dev, and then I'm going to try with Lovable UI app design for front end. So right now what I have here are as a prompt module, creating all those modules really quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick those modules into the 3 different tools. I'm going to use ChatGPT to kind of redo the modules a little bit, redo the prompts. And the prompt's going to come from my, or like this Discord and Webhook video I did a while back. And then I'm going to see if the apps can kind of make a front end UI for that Discord Webhook n8n build. And I'll just grab a random video. I think that'd be pretty cool. And of course, over here, it's making the modules. We got the front end UI and UX, got the robust back end. And so we're just going to try to dump huge prompts into Lovable, Tempo, and Firebase and see which one of them are going to create this app the best. So we got the final delivery. I heard a lot about Firebase and I've used it, and I'll let you guys see how it turns out and let you be the judge of it, of all 3 of these, and see which one turns out the best, see where they head. So first, we're going to head over to Lovable, and I had a prompt in there first with the YouTube website email, and website link. And I made ChatGPT make it a little better based upon the website link, based upon the video, and I put them into Firebase, Tempo, and Lovable. Here's Tempo, it's Lovable. Gonna hit play there, or hit send. Here's Firebase with a nice little UI. We're gonna hit send there. Prototype to AI, or with AI, I don't know what it said. And then we're gonna hit next there. Tempo's already getting a Discord inspired message prototype here. See, Lovable's already getting started with this beautiful system, very easy and pleasing to watch. And this is the YouTube video here. I'm just going to take that web link, and Firebase is already getting started. So I'm just going to take that web link and throw it into Firebase and let it know to reference that web link. And I'm going to also give the name of the YouTube video as well, and also tell it that YouTube video has no voice audio, so that it knows. It's to see how well it can read a video. I didn't know its capabilities. Of course, it's not going to watch the video per se, quite like that. But I know ChatGPT can watch the video and take 10-second interval frames. So I was just trying to see what it could do, and it can analyze the video pretty well. And it analyzed that it's a Discord n8n webhook node type of video. And so all 3 of them are kind of going to recognize that, and they're going to try to make something based on the video. So as you can see, Tempo did have that mermaid diagram already coming out. And so if you could add more visual content here, I see the Sapient AI coach here, and Lovable is definitely not what we were trying to make based on that video. I'm going to re-add it. And that video, of course, is telling it, I'm going to re-add the video prompt to all 3, Tempo, Lovable, and Firebase. And it looks like Tempo's already generated me some kind of chat system here with that prompt. It says an app based on this video. I'm going to have it rewrite that prompt, take that video link again. I'm going to keep on reminding it about this video, because I definitely want this section right here in Lovable to be different, as it has already made me what looks like to be a fitness dashboard with a chatbot. But that's not what we asked it for. That's not even the information we gave it. But that's okay. It looks like it made a chatbot, but I ran 100 miles yesterday is what I told it. It said, I understand. I said, what do you have in mind? It said, I understand again. Same prompt twice. So this is a pretty cool concept, but it's not what I wanted. But there you go. Lovable can just throw you something together. So I'm going to tell Lovable to build a UI for this video, a robust landing page, UI, and concept based around the URL and video that we had already posted. I'm going to tell all of them to do that, just in case they're all making that mistake. 4 prompts left here with Tempo. So I'm going to go ahead and build it out. Tempo's having little problems to the right, but of course it'll work that out. It's already getting started. It says it's going to help me build a landing page with a video integration. So we're going to start by creating the landing page component and updating the routing. And that mermaid diagram looks very robust, but the user flow also detailed with the mermaid diagram. And connect n8n to Discord webhooks website is what it looks like it's made me over here. And that was what I believe to be Tempo. Here's Tempo again. Here's Tempo right here. The other one was Firebase, but here's Tempo right here. And it looks like it has rickrolled me somehow out of my Discord video. So this is a Ghibli inspired messaging. because I did tell it to make a Ghibli inspired app. I forgot to say that. So it's going to say Ghibli a lot because I wanted it to take my video, make a Ghibli inspired app or landing page and UI for the concept behind my video, which is a Discord n8n webhook. We're going to want a UI that you can speak to it and it'll use n8n as a backend and shoot messages to Discord through your UI. And so this essentially would be what it would be. And so connect n8n to Discord in real time. So it's like this one here in I believe that was Lovable. Was that Lovable? I don't know if that was Firebase or Lovable, but it looks like Firebase here is messing up a little bit. So here's Tempo, and it looks like it took the background of my YouTube video right there. That's the thumbnail actually, and it's created a website around that thumbnail so far. It says Enchanted Realms await, begin journey, discover world of magical landscapes built with artistry. So because it's using Ghibli concept with the Discord. So it's got the Discord webhook with some Ghibli writing in the front. So we're going to say build it out, make sure its components are fleshed out completely, front end and back end completion, tech stack robust and error free, ensure each page and connection are fully fleshed out and working completely. A full working web app from front to back, in and out, with each component fleshed out for completion with a robust cutting-edge tech stack. Now, guys, research tech so you can know exactly what to tell it, but this is what I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell all three of them. I'm just using generic prompts and telling all three of them what to do. This still says, welcome to Sapien AI Coach. I'm going to tell it to remove that, remove the Sapien AI Coach, so we can get on with that build. And here's Firebase, connect to n8n to Discord with webhooks. So it says get started. It has home, messaging, nice little GPT picture really quick, intermission. Let's go back to it. So it's a design for it. As you can see, it's trying something. We got run prop left. So let's just tell Tempo to just build it out. We're gonna tell Firebase to ensure each component works in connection to another component. Make sure it's basically built out. And Firebase, I can just keep on yelling at it because it's not telling me I have a cap. I don't have to pay for anything currently. And here's ChatGPT creating this associated image for this concept. One is appropriate for the builders, which is going to be the UI interface here, like Tempo, Lovable, and Firebase. And as you can see, Tempo has started to, through that YouTube video, using that as a concept and the same kind of prompt enhanced by ChatGPT that says, hey, make me a UI based upon this video. It's what it thinks. This one thinks that I wanted an entire Discord. So it's made me what looks like to be some kind of knockoff Discord with Ghibli names, Hao, Ponyo, Kiki, Nausicaa, like a bunch of Ghibli names here as my what looks like chat buddies, and we're all talking about stuff, and so that's pretty cool. So I'm telling ChatGPT to go ahead and create that modular prompt for an application image here. Cool. So it looks like Lovable's trying to fix an error real quick. We're gonna knock that error out really fast. We're gonna go back over to ChatGPT. We're gonna see what created that detailed image concept. I'm gonna use 4.5 to actually break that down a little bit more. Now 4.5 is good to throw in every now and then. I forget it's there, and sometimes it messes up. So I'm gonna go back to 4. So create an image, because 4.5 doesn't have access to create images. It looks like we got Firebase, which is doing pretty good. It's showing my pricing already. It's created for me. So just basically based off just that video and prompting and telling it I wanted a UI interface, it's actually created me a whole landing page here that has a subscription purchase on it. It looks like it's trying to give me a SaaS here. Here's what ChatGPT made for me. I'm gonna try to give it that, tell it to describe the image and use that image as an example to help it out with its UI design. And here's the one that Lovable has made. As you can see, it has a nice little beginning here. It says get started. You can watch tutorials. It's all about n8n and Discord builds. Also, it's going to give you the option to create n8n and Discord builds, or to talk to your n8n and Discord build on the back end. That's pretty cool. It explains you how to build it and talks to you. So now we're in ChatGPT. Another false image. Make it avatar, please. Make it an avatar, please, in relation. I wanted the characters in there, some kind of Ghibli characters, but this isn't what I'm looking for. So I canceled that out. And this is just showcasing we're trying to build something similar, 3 different apps, and it looks like you could actually almost join them together into one cohesive thing. They're all similar, all work together. And then you're going to use GPT to create things to add on to that site. So this is all just simply AI built site. You don't really have to do much, right? We create your own material, use your material to create other material, link your material with the material you make. And this is pretty much self-branding at this point. Taking my own video on YouTube, putting it here in these prompters and seeing what it can create, just letting your mind go. I have no music playing, so I'm not vibing out just yet. Maybe I'll put some on the video. You might be hearing some vibe music right now, so you can vibe code. But we're just making some pictures here. I forgot why I was making these pictures. I think I was just going to add them as something cool to see for these apps. Now, has this cool pictures that have started to pop up when you go to the intro, but I'm going to want to change those pictures. And it looks like Firebase cannot process images, or else that it couldn't process that image. But I know that Google Studio, I think, can process images and videos almost for the most part. So that's weird because Firebase is running Gemini 2.0. You can run 2.5 as well, but I wish it came standard with 2.5 automatically being used, but you have to switch over. But right now I've forgotten I did 2.0. So that's probably why it's not generating something as good as, let's say, this is. Lovable's already got a pretty much full fleshed out idea. So I'm going to add some pictures here for reference. First two pictures are for this part. Next pictures are for this part. You want to get into more detail how to map, and I'll make a video about how to better map images with Lovable. If you don't want to use Supabase or something like that. And then you can even use n8n with a webhook and completely store things that way and use n8n as a backend. I've done that a couple times. If you have a designated folder, you can always get Lovable to understand the folders set up and hierarchy. It'll figure that out. It'll match names. So I said make a new image. I meant to upgrade the image use for the component. Update the image to use for that component so I can upload a new one. So I wanted to follow the previous prompting style and finish the pictures for me. So it's going to create new pictures for the intro of that Lovable website. The pictures that were there at the beginning, I didn't like at all. They're kind of generic. I don't know. They didn't even look like AI generated. They look like something off the internet already. So I'm going to see if I can get a different landing in the beginning. And it looks like it took the entire website part, including the picture in that part. And so I'm going to tell it just the picture in the middle. Do I want to change? I don't really want to change that entire thing. So Firebase, checking that out. Back at ChatGPT, checking that out. So we're going to say describe the image because Firebase can't necessarily create images. So I'm going to describe an image to it. So it looks like I can't generate images or work with image descriptions to create images. What? Now it's going out like this, and this is beautiful what Firebase is creating as far as something simple, and I just prompted it out. Come on, imagine the UI build from the image concept, fix errors and continue. Cool. So I restarted Firebase, or I refreshed the screen. We'll go back to it. Let me try, make sure the image pertains to the next. I did not spell any of that right. Who's trying to spell right anymore when using these AI tools? Spelling out the window. Oh, sidebar 1000 over here. Welcome to n8n Discord integration. Looking good, Lovable. We're going to jump back to ChatGPT. As you notice, I'm not using Tempo as much because Tempo, I think I've run out of bullets there. I will get back to it here in just a second though. Ooh, pretty. Okay, from before, make sure the image pertains to the next, just the image, not the entire UI, because I just wanted the image, but they gave me the entire UI. That's okay. We'll wait for it, see what it does really quick. Sorry guys, I am in a rush, so I did rush. I'm not in a rush, but I do have to create a Discord webhook first. You'll need to create. So it's telling a person what to do, and I'll use our site to create things to your webhook, or to send a message to your Discord through the webhook on n8n. Also, use our site to explain how to create tons of webhooks. Maybe you can expand and you'll have several different Discord. It'll be a Discord database where you have several different channels and several different bots, and you can type to each bot individually, and n8n will have a different either webhook. You can have different n8ns going and different webhooks going to Lovable, and it can be sending a message individually to each Discord bot, and that's pretty much how that would work. And it can get pretty robust. So what I'm doing is I want it to be more of an explainer slash, so that people that want to create tons of links and tons of avenues to different Discord servers can also know how to make several webhooks to make these connections. And I don't use Discord too. I use Discord a lot with some friends, but I don't use it as much as I use other things. So I'm not a Discord admin or nothing like that, but I like the bot. I like the webhook feature. And as you can see, this is Tempo's finish. It created a whole Ghibli Wonderland app. So feature Chiro. It's got all the Ghibli character names. You go to explore worlds, and it even has different color variations as well. Tutorial, Kiki, Hal, Sophie. This looks the light mode. It looks kind of like Discord, so not bad. Tempo created me a Discord replica just because I asked for it to create Discord in a webhook video UI, but it decided that it'd be best if it created Discord so I can make a webhook UI inside of there, I guess, or webhook inside of there. So I'm going to take this little picture that ChatGPT has made me and just a portion of that picture because I just want that learner part, even though it looks more like make instead of n8n, which is fine for demo purposes. We're going to stick that in there. Notice all the pictures I'm sticking into Lovable prompter. Lovable's not going to make sense of all of it, but it will make sense of it for the most part. But what I'm trying to do is just jam as many images in basically as I can anyways. I know that it'll make sense of a lot of it, almost all of it. Just put the pictures up, tell it where it wants these pictures to go. You'll see that the pictures aren't necessarily being posted with the message. They're being posted side by side at the top. And so you just have to prompt it modularly and make sure that your prompt is concise into pictures and to where these pictures are going to go. So as you can see, I'm going to create the pictures, and then of course I'm going to keep on creating some more images here. Hyper realistic image in regards real life Discord robot full concept. So I'm going to create some robots, and here's Firebase. We're just going to leave that spinning. Firebase actually doesn't seem to be keeping up with the rest. I'll be honest here. Lovable, of course, is taking off. Lovable is such a good application. It's taken off, and it's a good application as far as where its limitations can go. All these interfaces need more work to actually be on other. But the thing about is I don't see it in the lane that I see other things like coding. It's just its own lane. It's going to have its own build. It's going to have its own style. It's going to have its own uses. And you can mow the grass several ways. It just depends on what. And each grass mowing niche has a market, whether it be a large market or small market. There's people making money there. So I'm taking these robots. I'm putting these robots in Lovable. I love these Discord robots. They look super cool. I just prompted it real quick, said make me a realistic Discord robot based upon the project we've been working on, because I've been in the same ChatGPT prompt. So based upon that project, it's going to make me imagery. And then I'm going to see if Firebase can just throw a little image in there one more time. And this is tempo, of course, so it's finished. Just checking it out again. Got the dark, got the light. Firebase is just having a day over here. It hasn't really changed much in a while. It hasn't done much. It's just been doing the same thing. Stuck in limbo, I guess. ChatGPT is making me some cool Discord robots from my Lovable page that is now taking off. And I'm not saying don't put your money on Tempo either. And I'm not saying don't put your money on Firebase, mainly because it's free. So don't put your money on Firebase, but definitely put some money on Lovable. Put some money on Tempo too. I love Tempo. If I had more time to experiment with it in this video, and I've been asked to build some Tempo stuff out, so maybe show everybody what I've been working on. I'm always working on something, just like this, a video. I was just working on something. I decided to record it. Now I'm talking about it. I just wanted to see how things. I just want to take a video and see if I can make a UI with it. So this is what it's done so far. Make a UI overlay for the video. And welcome to n8n Discord here in Lovable. It's the Lovable app. It's finishing up, and once it finishes, I'm gonna see what it can do. So it's finishing up on the left. You can see I'm gonna hop back over to Firebase. I know it's not gonna read this picture, but I can't even get to making it tell me it can't before it's not even finishing what it's supposed to be doing. So there it goes. And this is Lovable creating all these components. It's just going in. So when I gave it that picture and told it everything to do with those pictures, it started going to work, started going to town. And that's what I want to see. And Firebase reached a stopping point. It was so cool. Had a cool little page talking about n8n and giving some information. Nice little gray and some white shadow up under the gray. Some white glow, I'd say, white glow effect with the shadow underneath it. So it's pretty cool looking. And ChatGPT pictures. Image gen is going really well. Dude, the ChatGPT image gen is having some issues lately. So if you guys are running into issues, do not worry. We're all facing issues sometimes with ChatGPT image gen. Firebase is still doing nothing. And here we are. Look at that. Boom. And there's the create webhook. So it's doing something. We'll wait for it to finish loading. As you can see, my intro now has those cool pictures, and you see the pictures loading on the site. So these are the pictures we just made in ChatGPT. And as you can see, there's my bots and the website. Lovable make good work of that. And I just can't seem to get Firebase to do anything. Couldn't get that picture off of. But that's pretty cool, huh? Connecting it into Discord. Look at all the different features, server notifications, add webhook name, webhook URL. Well, it's got some features here. So that's pretty cool of a site here. Kitty crying in the background. And then we got Discord webhook setup and configurations. We have a JSON that got made. Like, so based upon YouTube video, it really fleshed that video out in Lovable. Really fleshed it out and really made sense of it. It has links, n8n links in the dang website. And that's all from the video. Look at that. Such a beautiful finish with okay, test and deploy. Wow, look at that. Tutorial videos, resources, everything. And Firebase has nothing. Firebase, I'm gonna refresh it. It's pretty. I'll give Firebase that. It's really pretty. I've built better websites in Google Studio, but definitely I feel like I did a lot more than Firebase can do, and that could be because Firebase is using 2.0. But that's a good looking site. Look at that. That's a good looking Firebase website right here. That's a good looking Tempo website right here. Good looking Tempo app. That's a whole application here. Website. Tempo just went ahead and just knocked it out the park. This is Firebase, and then this is Lovable, and that's not bad. Lovable, of course, with its signature white, blue, purpley. Lovable websites do look very similar. You have to get creative. You can make them not look similar, but you can tell when someone fired up a quick builder site. Squares with white insides and white website with blue lines. So that seems to be everything here. We got to see how they all turned out, and my thoughts is that maybe Firebase has a little bit more work to keep up. Lovable, of course, is very awesome. I might continue with that Discord n8n build, make an overlay, and that concept. You guys run with that if you're into Discord. Run with that concept, build that UI, and have it connect to tons of servers, and maybe host servers for people. Host Discord servers without having to go to Discord. Just log on and answer people. Then you have a list of responses. I'm sure there's people already doing it. But it's still cool that if you're someone that doesn't know how to build a website, all you have to do is simply know how to a couple workflow structures and how to use some tools a little bit. It's a slight learning curve. Go through this video slow enough, you'll be able to just do it from here. Or the other video, or just like n8n. He's a good one. It's another one. Cole Medley. Tons of great teachers out there. There's tons of us out here. Have fun, mess around, and try to create something, see where you can go with it. But guys, that's the video. Tempo has a lot of, I wouldn't say Tempo didn't show out just now. Tempo made a whole Discord app in no time. And that was just with 5 prompts, guys. Tempo did that in 5. Lovable didn't take too long to do it either. I think that was about a couple prompts with Lovable, not too many prompts with Lovable, and how they handled all those pictures. And well, no, good experience. But I appreciate it, guys. And stop by next time for more tips, tricks, and builds. I'll throw something else out there here shortly. I just wanted to get this one out there real quick because I was just messing around, and I was just like, let me just hit record. Or actually, my wife was like, hit record. And so just went ahead and hit record, and actually had a good time. I have tons of ideas that I think I'm going to start throwing on here a lot more rapidly. I'm always tinkering, never recording, but always on here. I'm going to try to do some O3 stuff. I think I'm really liking what it's doing out here. I'm going to try to showcase some of these math concepts that it's been able to tackle for me. I think it's really cool. Right now, I'm not messing too much with Claude 3.5. I've just been so caught up with everything else. Was it 3.7? I think it's 3.7. But I've been so caught up with everything else right now. But other than that, that was a pretty fun run, guys. We definitely need to just get the community bigger and see if we can keep sharing ideas. GPT image gen is just the craziest thing. I love that it's somewhat upgraded. Excuse me, somewhat upgraded. I feel like it was a lot better maybe a week or 2 ago. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it does seem like it may be slowing down. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe.